Hello, my name is Kristen Volk and I'm a certified instructor for Parenting by Connection out of Denver, Colorado. And thank you so much for coming today and watching my video. I want to talk to you about tantrums. I have two lovely children who have had a lot of experience with tantrums. And in fact, it was out of control in my family until, because of some trauma experiences, until I found Parenting by Connection, and they were really able to help me, to support me in now not having any kind of tantrum issue within my family. And it's important to understand that when a child has a tantrum, it's a big response from the child, and it looks like it's controlling, it's manipulative, it's unruly, it's the child trying to get back at you or to make trouble for you and everyone else around them. It's a child who's uncooperative. And then for the parent who's also, and the adults around them, it really puts everybody on edge, a tantrum behavior does. And so people oftentimes think, oh, that parent cannot get their child under control. That's a bad parent. It feels like parental failure to us. We know that all eyes are on us and that we feel like we're failing as a parent. And we also don't want to reinforce, it's not acceptable to reinforce the behavior by being kind to the child either in that moment. And so the fact of the matter is, though, is that a tantrum is actually a natural response, the body's natural response to the emotion of frustration. So what happens is that when a child feels frustration, the social emotional part of the child's brain basically becomes flooded with that emotion and says, ooh, I'm not safe, things are not going well, this is not good for me, I'm not doing well right now. And so it then shuts down the other part, another part of the brain that does the thinking, that gives attention, that does reasoning and impulse control. So when we come to a child who's frustrated and having a tantrum, and because they wanted the red balloon but they got the blue balloon, and we try to convince them like, oh, the blue balloon is great, sweetheart, it matches your shirt or your shoes, you'll love it, or you're getting the blue balloon and that's it. These words basically don't come into the child and don't make any sense to the child, and it doesn't help the situation. And so what we recommend is a tool by the name of Stay Listening. And with Stay Listening, what you're really doing is you're communicating to the child's social emotional part of the brain that you're safe. Everything's okay. I'm here to support you, so that it can calm down and the child can then again think, give its attention, conduct reasoning, and have impulse control as well. So what it looks like is if a child starts a tantrum, we would move in close, offer our warmth and our attention, and very few words. So most of our communication is nonverbal. We offer eye contact, and also we sort of corral the child with loose touch, loose but firm, so they can't hurt themselves or anyone else. Usually in a tantrum, they don't try to hurt anybody, but sometimes because their movements are so wild, they can get out of control. So we do need to corral them and just support them and say, I know it's hard. You wanted the red balloon. And so I have a story that goes along with this too. Well, basically what happens, just to go back, sorry, but is that their social emotional brain calms down, they begin to think again, and so the process has happened and they've basically gone through their tantrum. And afterwards you find a very relaxed, warm, loving, very playful and child that is so thankful to the parent for sticking with them through their storm. It's an amazing to watch what happens after a tantrum now. And so then I have a story to share with you too. There was an instructor who has a 4-year-old and a newborn baby, and she went to the grocery store to buy some things, and her son wanted gum at the last minute. She's not used to having tantrums in the store, but she said no, and he immediately flared up with a tantrum. She had a lot going on. She had the baby, she had the groceries, she had to pay, and so she just like, take the gum and let's go. Get out of the store. Then she decided, okay, I got through the moment, but I don't want it to happen again, so I'm going to make a plan. And she decided to bring a friend with her to the store who could support her. And then they went to check out, and her child had a tantrum. The friend took over the baby and the rest of the groceries, and she even explained to the people around her what was going on. The mother could step in and be close to her son and attune to him, and give him warmth, give him attention, give him eye contact, and make sure that he didn't get hurt by corralling him, and knowing that he was safe. And she didn't say much to him, but she just would say, sorry, sweetheart, no gum today. And one of the things she ended up saying too was, it's hard having a baby brother. And then he got to have a really big cry about, he expressed, you love baby more than you love me. It's not fair. You love baby more than you love me. So he got to have a really big cry while he was being supported by mom. And then it was over. And then he was very relaxed and calm and had a very close connection with his mother after that as well. And even the next time they went to the grocery store, he wanted to get gum, and the mother said no, and then he just said, phooey! And that was it. No more, no tantruming. There was no need to. The issue that he was really dealing with was over. So thank you for listening to my video, and I have an upcoming talk that I'm doing about tantrums with more detail and more tools on September 14th on a Saturday in Denver. And if you can make it, you can contact me through Facebook at facebook.com/parenting by connection, or through handinhandparenting.org. They both have the information about the upcoming talk. Thank you so much.